All right, let's go to college football, Jason.
Let's.
We got the Heisman Trophy, of course. A winner being announced on this weekend. I'm with Kyler Murray, personally. Tua's great. I was with Tua all up until last week. I'm sorry.
So one game
in college, that's how it is. I mean, Murray hasn't had a bad week. Now, he's had weeks where he hasn't thrown for a ton of yardage, but those were blowouts of bad teams. But I'm sorry. Tua looked very normal, if that, against Georgia.
Okay, let's back it up.
Did not he? And then his backup comes in. Granted, it's a great backup.
Yes.
But he comes in and wins the game.
Okay, but let's back up. Give me your definition of the Heisman Trophy. Why are you giving it to a player in 2018?
I just look at the best year, and I think they all have had sensational years. That's always going to be the case with the top three candidates. And I like Dwayne Haskins in the second half of the season. I would love to draft him if I'm a team in need of a quarterback. But for the Heisman, I think Kyler Murray has been the most dynamic and the guy that's been the most valuable, although Haskins could have an argument, to his team.
Yeah, now Haskins has been tremendous. Here's a stat. You said this year. Offensive snaps this season. Dwayne Haskins, 962. Kyler Murray, 785. Tua Tagovailoa, 575 snaps. He had almost 400 fewer snaps than Haskins. Almost 210 fewer than Kyler Murray. So that's my problem.
But what is that? What's your point?
Offensive snaps. He's not going to have a chance to put up this stats.
I'm not looking at stats.
Okay, good.
We understand he didn't play in the fourth quarter all season for the most part. So we understand that, but that can also work against him. It can look like your team is blowing everybody to bits, and you haven't had those huge moments because you didn't have to, granted. And this is nothing against Tua. Tua is fantastic.
Yes.
But he wasn't fantastic. He was average, if that, against Georgia.
Okay,
and that's the last, view that we all remember of him. So I just think Murray's been more consistently great.
Now, the counter to that is, well, he was playing Georgia. They're a top 10 defense in the country. Is Texas a top 25 defense? Nope.
It's not that one game.
And well, here's the other thing. How many top 25 defenses did Kyler Murray face this season? According to defensive efficiency, the answer is 1, TCU. Tua faced 5. He's facing better defenses in the SEC. I know he doesn't have the numbers, as you said, no fourth quarters or very few fourth quarters. I can't knock a guy for looking ordinary in one game against an elite defense. Now, let me ask you, you would vote Murray? Who do you think will win, though? Because those are two different things.
I think Murray will win.
Yep. So 10% of the ballots apparently were in before last weekend's games.
All right, I bet you those guys, because I was voting I can't even say
Tagovailoa.
Right.
Yes.
Tua. I was voting Tua before that.
Now that's so
you're right. Maybe
changed your mind, but body of work.
But no, in college football, one game is all that matters. One game ruined Ohio State's season. One game ruined Michigan's season. I mean, that's how it is. I get what you're saying. In most cases, you would just say, "Hey, it's one game." Yeah. But in college football, that's the unique thing about college football.
I'm curious what the voters do, because college football voters are an interesting group.
No,
right?
I hear you.
You got a lot of 60-year-old dudes in obscure towns across America who are very old school.
And probably aren't, and a lot that might not even be watching.
They're not watching, and they don't respect the Big 12, which doesn't play defense.
I hear. Look, I'm not going to be surprised if Tua wins.
Right.
I'm just saying, I think it should be Kyler. But look, I love Tua. I was disappointed with how poorly he played against Georgia. But the dude's been great. But they just been blowing everybody out. And then the one really tough game, he throws 1 TD and 2 picks.
Yeah, he was not sharp in that game. But, yeah.